Welcome to Shooting the Ship with Rhonda and T. Tonight we are reviewing Belle Collector Season 2, Episode 6. But before we start,
Smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel.
all right. So we start off with how we ended last week with Tamber and Greedy. Tamber said that she's saying this to Greedy, that the decorator said that she has an emotional connection with Greedy. And he denies it. And he said that what it is that he's friendly to everybody, and that sometimes get him into trouble. And he don't know why she's saying that. And Tamber says she believed him and say the decorator is irrelevant to her. I think it was something between the girl Taisha and Greedy. I don't know.
What does that mean? Emotional connection. What does that mean? Did they smash? What's happening?
They probably was kicking it at the beginning of their relationship, and then he got more serious with Tamber.
I mean, I don't believe nothing Greedy say. Like, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I didn't hear him say much. I heard Tamber doing all the talking. She decided that wasn't true, and she, told him, what does that mean? I'll be friendly. Man.
He flirting. He over there flirting with the girl. That's what it is. He been over there flirting with her, and he probably, like I said, I believe he messed around with her, but I think he probably with Tamber now. But he definitely didn't mess with that girl.
What did Greedy for? What is he greedy about? Why is that?
And I don't like Tamber keep saying the decorator, like you downgrading her, like that's a bad thing. The decorator, I don't believe.
Clearly they have a relationship because you saw text messages, so they texting each other.
Clearly.
What does he need a decorator for?
That was somebody he was messing around with, like I said, at one point in time.
Hold on for a second. Hold on. Did I stop it? I don't think so.
So the next scene, we have Marie going to lunch with Letitia and Latrice. So as Latrice is walking up to the lunch, she see Letitia and Glenn in the parking lot arguing. And she like, oh. So she stepped back. Yeah, she was trying to hear, but kind of stand back. So this fool done followed her because he said that she moving different and she wasn't answering her phone.
Can I say something? Anytime a nigga says you moving different, that's a red flag. That means you're not allowing me to keep doing the bullshit I've been doing, and it's getting on my nerves. So I don't like that phrase, you're moving different. That's on bullshit.
Well, he tried to double talk it and then say the other reason why. He already said why he was following her because she wasn't answering the phone. But now he trying to double talk and say because Jackson is dangerous. Child, please. She wasn't trying to hear it.
Well, when did it get dangerous?
And then he said, yeah, his boys following her. Like, so who you thought you was trying to see who she was going to lunch with?
What boys? Like, okay, so now I'm confused because what grown ass man is out here following somebody? Child, I'm sick of Letitia and her husband and their bullshit. I call bullshit on whatever they got going on. Tisha, let him come home because it's getting on our
nerves. So on the inside, Tisha tell the ladies, oh, wait a minute. He got mad and he sped off, damn near hitting the cameraman and everybody going out the door. So on the inside, she telling the ladies, he losing his mind. Basically, he doing a Martell. He accusing her of cheating because he was out there cheating. That's what he doing right now. He's doing the Martell. So then they up in there.
You know what they all do though when they're cheating? Then they get real extra insecure and want to accuse you of moving different and cheating.
That's what I'm saying. He doing the Martell. It's because he was out there. She must be doing it. She must be doing that because I was doing it. So since she acting like that, it's her. Um, so she invited the ladies to Joshua's birthday party. So this is all of this happened after the rebirth last week. So Marie is still somewhat cool with Latrice, or she acted like they cool, like
That's
this was a
weird. She
real
invited
civil.
them to the party. The party is the same day.
It was the same day.
And who goes to lunch with their friends on the same day they have a birthday party planned for their kid?
She do. She had to tape. She had to tape. They had to go to work. So, but they still, these two, they still acting like they cool. So we'll see. Marie doing good so far. So then, since they all cool, Latrice brings up though Tambra, because this was said at Marie's party. Tambra saying that they was ugly, and now she basically not standing on her word. Because she also said Akeisha was shady. That's from what they were saying. So you telling us all this stuff about Akeisha, but you ain't really
and
standing.
you're the one that introduced her, though.
Yeah, yeah. And then so at that point, what's her name? Letitia then brought up the decorator and Greedy. And that she had brought that up to Tambra. And she's like, I'm trying to keep it real with me. I'm trying to protect her. I don't know why you don't need to protect her. You know what I'm saying?
What is she supposed to keep it real about? She decided that she is with Greedy. What do I need to tell you? Do you need details about my personal life? Ask your friend. She's the one over there with emotional attachments to my man. So ask her.
I'm saying, you going through it right now with your husband. I don't even know how you got time to be in anybody else's business. Because if I had that kind of drama,
just sped out of the parking lot. He
right.
literally just pulled up on you in the middle of
that. You think I got time to be worried about what's going on in your home and I'm dealing with that nonsense? Nah, they're doing too much. But she says she want to have a get together because they want to get down to the bottom of everything with Tambra. I guess.
What is there to get down to the bottom of? Tambra and Greedy been doing this for 15 years. What makes you think this year gonna be any different than any other year? I
don't even know why she think it's any of her business.
Do people get married after being together for 15 years? I guess, but they're not even having, child. Anyway, go ahead.
They having sex. She just got I guess her birth control.
She's okay.
So JJ and So Gucci, they at their house. So we find out that, So Gucci got 2 kids. She got a son and a daughter. Her daughter, we see her daughter, who is 6 months pregnant there. And she's saying they ready for the daughter to leave the house because so they do grown folks things, okay? Because she up in the way. She 22. So
JJ has the tiniest braids on the planet. JJ, cut your hair. I don't know what that thing was with hair bows and shit tied to your hair.
Oh, JJ hair has always looked like that. The 2 little ponytails he be doing. But it's
just so skinny now. Like there's less hair than there was. Them braids was little teeny weeny. There's no hair, JJ. Cut it.
She let him know she's helping Latrice look for a new building. Now we know one thing. So Gucci out here working. She helping Latrice find her building for her hair care. She was helping Akeisha find a home. She probably helping Letitia find some. I help on Fair Street. We know she working if ain't nobody else working. Well, no, Marie work. Marie
always working.
Yeah.
I feel like all of them work. I don't know what Tisha does. I don't know what she does.
She throw these parties.
Oh, with the dirty place.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So she tells JJ that she heard that Letitia told her that Glenn had another child out there. And JJ like, y'all always listen to the woman's side. I want to hear the man's side. It's two sides to every story.
No, it's
So,
not. This nigga got a kid out there, and I want them to stop acting like they don't know. He got a kid.
well, what he want to
And
do
I bet
is,
you he's paying something. It just ain't on the books.
you said he
Because
what?
whoever this person is, I think he like, because when he said, if I had a kid, wouldn't I be paying child support? I think he is. That's why this person is not pressed.
Or he ain't paying child support, but that's still his kid. You ain't got to pay child support in order to have a kid out there.
Well, I mean, I think he is, though. It's just not, you know how niggas be like, he giving her something. Hell, he probably staying there whenever, it's been 8 years ago, girl. Her child is older than yours.
Mm-mm. So what he want to do is go on a guy's trip. He's planning a fishing trip so he can get down and get the dirt himself. So we at Joshua's birthday party. Glenn running late and he got his son. I think that was done purposely because he being an asshole.
So you
She
gonna make your
already
baby late for his
irritated.
own party, though?
Yeah, he being an ass. She already irritated because when that fool spat out the parking lot, he had the cake in the car, so he didn't mess the cake up. So at some point in time, he was there because he dropped off that damn cake that he messed up, but then he left because he
Is
got
it
the
me?
son.
Or did that seem like a teeny tiny cake for all them people? All them people were supposed to eat from that?
I don't know. That whole little setup was weird. How they had them all sitting there side by side. It didn't look like a party. And they were just sitting there waiting for him to come in. I'm like, did production have y'all sitting like this? This was
I don't
very
know. It was
weird.
strange, but I was like, that's one small cake that's supposed to feed all them people. And I saw that big ass piece of cake that Latrice had, and I'm like, everybody can't get no size like that, or there won't
Up
be.
there, like, did Latrice get the first piece of the cake and the
She
baby?
got a whole good piece of it now. I didn't
Yeah.
see the kids. Did they sing
I
happy
didn't
birthday?
see
Did the boys
nobody
look?
eating cake, but Latrice was sitting up there throwing down on the cake when nobody else eating. So I don't know.
The skinniest person in the room.
Man.
A big ass piece of cake.
So her son party began. The son is there. Latrice come over and she speaks to Glenn and she like, I'm glad you're not upset with me no more. And then the teacher like he upset with everybody. Now she like, nah, Glenn, you can't have a problem with everybody in the room. He like, the whole building got a problem. Okay. I think everybody got a problem because everybody know how this probably her people because it's her baby birthday party. And
And they
everybody
all know
know.
you. They know the tea, child.
Yep. Yep. So they all looking at you sideways. There he go. You know what I'm
They all
saying?
want to know. So is the baby yours or not? Because we still
Right.
ain't heard.
So Glenn and Letitia get to arguing, and Letitia and Latrice is sitting up there when they get to arguing. And she was trying to play it off. She was like, "Oh, this cake is delicious." I was cracking up. She was like, "All right now, woo, like maybe I could drown out
She's
they
like, I'm
arguing."
standing here. I'm
Yeah.
standing here.
So Glenn go off to talk to Cliff to explain why he was following her. Cliff in the confessional was listening. He was listening to it, but in the confessional, he was like, I mean, you reap what you sow. You know what I'm saying? You out there doing whatever it is, what it is. Cliff was sitting up, I mean, not Cliff, Glenn was sitting up there. I don't know what kind of analogies he was using, but Cliff was like, I don't even know
It
what
says
this dude
something
is
like,
saying.
he gonna carry you and drop you off the side of a
He was
mountain.
like, who's the eagle and who's the goat? Who is he? She the eagle, and I'm the goat. He was like, this.
What?
I'd be like, man. So Letitia walk up and she like, I hope you telling him what you over here saying. I hope you ain't over here lying. They get to arguing. At one point, they loud. Clifton stood in between them because at the end of the day, y'all at the baby's birthday
This is the kid's
party.
birthday party.
Don't ruin the baby birthday
And what are you
party.
even fighting about? We had this discussion earlier. You ain't answer your phone. We know, Glenn. We know.
Because
And now you're a goat and she's an eagle, child. Okay.
because at first, before
Can a
he went
goat,
over
can
there
an
to
eagle
Clifton,
carry a goat? I suppose, maybe. I don't know. Seems like a big heavy thing to be trying to pick up for an eagle.
well, before he had even went over there to Cliff, when he was sitting up there talking to her, she was sitting up there doing that I'm not gonna move my mouth talk. She was like, you ain't gonna be embarrassing me up in here. You were gone because you ain't gonna embarrass me. I said you went from you ain't gonna embarrass me, then over here in the all out damn near getting ready to fist fight this boy in front of all these kids
Everybody.
over here. Don't
For
do
what
that.
though? Because she could have just didn't go over there. Like, who gives a shit what
You
he's
told
saying
him
to
to go
Cliff?
talk to Cliff.
Who
You told him
cares?
to go talk to Cliff, and now you come over there trying to see. She was ready. It was like she had dismissed the kids to go play. So at this point, she was ready to fight.
Maybe
'Cause she
she
had
feels
attitude.
like, see how bad he wants me in here arguing and stuff. First he chasing me down. She needed the people to see how he be obsessing.
They made themselves. I'd have been like, I'm not bringing my child over there. They get to fight. You
They
can't go to
fighting.
Joshua. You can't go to no more Joshua parties. So this was cute. Marie met up with Aikisha for a play date because she said, she want to get to know Aikisha herself. She heard everything Aikisha was saying, calling them ugly and all that. But she gonna try to give her a chance to get to know her herself. Them little boys acting like they
they
knew
just
each
hang out like
other.
they knew each other. That was so cute.
They walked up and was hugging. I was like, oh.
You know what? I was thinking about that whole thing because I was like, is that what she said though? Like, I feel like, I don't know, what's her name? Tabor.
Timbre.
I don't know that she, like, based on what happened that day, if she said the word ugly, because I felt like they was acting ugly that day. You know what I mean? That day and all that hollering and screaming and stuff. None of them are ugly. And Marie wears ugly wigs. I have this friend that used to say, I mean, she taught me basically, because she would always say she's pretty, right? And I would be like, but for her, how somebody acts determine her pretty. And I was like, that is actually true. We look at Marie something, and I pick on her because she be acting a fool everywhere. When she goes somewhere, she act a fool. If Marie came in there, minus the ugly wig, because she was fine with the finger waves and all that stuff. If she came in there with a different attitude and that Southern accent, you would probably perceive her differently. I don't just look at them and I'm like, so Tabor, is that what she said? And this is, you know what I'm saying? You making things worse than they had to be by repeating shit that, is it shade or is it shady? You know what I'm saying?
Timbre, she didn't have to go back and repeat it. I believe Aikisha and Tambra was sitting up there having a conversation. I believe Aikisha was like them ugly ass girls anyway. Boo, 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 boo. I believe she called them ugly. But that once again, that's kind of like the situation with on the last show we watched when old girl was talking to Monique. I'm kicking it with my girl because you my girl. It ain't for you to go back.
But when she said, but if she would have said so and so, one specific person, if she would have said this person is ugly,
She
you know
probably
what I mean?
said ugly bitches. That's probably what she said. She probably just like in general.
In general, but I'm saying, but when she
Yeah.
talking about the way they was acting, you know what I'm saying? I just don't
No,
feel
she
like
wasn't talking about how they was acting. She was calling them ugly. She was calling them ugly. She was like and ugly bitches. You know what I'm saying? Because Timber had already said, such and such.
she
She
said she
kind
didn't
of
say
pretty.
that though.
No.
Aikisha.
And Timber said, you will lie, you did say it at the end. She said she did say it. But like I said, Timber was already on. She
The
was the
difference is
putting the party.
Homegirl Potomac was on camera. Whatever was said between Akeisha and Tabra, we didn't. That wasn't filmed.
It wasn't, but I'm saying Tambra was on there already talking about Akeisha was part of the pretty girl clique in high school. I
But see,
believe
that's
they
what
was
I'm saying.
having
So
that
that's all sounds
conversation.
like Tabra's perspective. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like she's pushing that shit. I don't know. I wasn't there. She might have
We're
said
gonna
it. She might
find
have
out
didn't.
this week because it's finna go down. We're gonna
Okay.
find out because
But
they
I
gonna
feel
talk
like
about
that's
it.
Tambra's thing. You're the one that called her the pretty girl. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Tambra, I don't know. She just be laying shit like different than, because she sat up there. You'll get to it.
Okay, so let me see, where was we at?
They
So
at the
they're
thing
up
and
here and they're talking, and she's talking about, how she basically has her grandson full time because her son is away at college. And they talk about, how the mom passed and everything. And then Akeisha gets emotional because she said, just thinking about she got kids and she's an older parent, and passing away and her kids being by herself, that's a lot. And then Marie going to this whole, dealing with lupus. And the thing about lupus, she was like, attack her on the inside. So people look at her and think that she's
she
okay,
okay.
but she's in pain all the time. I thought that was a good conversation with them. I think that was real,
They got
made them a
along
little bit
seemingly better
closer.
than her and Tisha. That's what I'm saying, Tambra. You bringing stuff in the conversation that now, not that's in the back of her mind, and it don't even have to be like that. And you say a
Mm-hmm.
lot of shit when you talking shit that don't necessarily be, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How you feel about things.
So we at the boys fishing trip. So we got Glenn, Cliff, JJ, um, Willie, which is Akeisha's husband and Cliff's nephew. So child Willie then went shopping and get his whole little fishing gear and everything. He trying to fit in with the boys. He look cute though. Um, so they go right into it. JJ wanted the tea. Okay, so JJ wants to know what was going on with this baby. And Glenn said, I got in trouble over a rumor. He said, so
That's a big
Willie
ass
wanted to
rumor.
know. He said, so it's just a rumor out there. So Willie wanted to know, what did you have relations with the girl? Um, and he did, but he gonna say he felt like the girl was pretty before he got with her. That's probably his baby. Um, then they said, but do the baby
Well,
Willie?
the kicker was we know it's his baby because the nigga said we all got big noses, and no,
Yeah,
we
that's what
don't.
Willie said. That was the next question. He said, do we look like you? He said everybody black got a big nose. And he was looking like, nah, everybody black ain't got no big nose.
So what you saying?
Um,
But the child got a nose like you?
must have.
Hmm.
Cliff, like, just get a DNA test. Exactly, Cliff. Cliff ain't for Glenn's BS. I
I
don't
did
know. He
not
ain't
realize
really
until
telling
this
him.
time that I don't know what the hell Cliff be saying, and that those subtitles are necessary because I don't know what Cliff be
Cliff,
saying. Yes,
you don't know what Cliff be saying?
child. This whole
JJ.
getting subtitles, I was like, okay, because what the hell did he just say?
That was JJ to me, but I don't know what the hell JJ talking. JJ was talking about his mama said, oh, just cause you can read the menu, but you don't have to order, and something about some spare tires. Willie was looking like this is a whole.
He was
I
like,
hear what they
what the
saying.
hell is happening?
It ain't got nothing to do with their accents, but what they think. Like this is a whole nother language. He was sitting over there so long. Then JJ said, my old lady and Latrice was sitting up there talking, and they said Cliff was sleeping with my ex-wife. Cliff said that was 23 years ago. He was like, man, I kept hearing something about the tree guy, and I'm sitting up here looking for the trees. A guy with a truck and trees. Like, who was the tree guy? And it was, I guess, the whole time it was Cliff. Um, Willie was like, well, what else is good about Mississippi out here outside of the infidelity? That was cute. I enjoyed the men getting together.
That was funny.
Glenn
And
full
I
of
said
shit.
that last time. I said once Willie hang out with them, he gonna find he like Mississippi more than he thought.
He said he was lost.
That shit is
He said he was
entertaining.
trying to keep up. I was trying to keep up too, Billy. I didn't know what that. I didn't know that was JJ and Cliff. And I don't know. They lost me. Tambra's sister vision 2.0. This is what she threw together to clear the air and to move forward. Is what Tambra is saying.
Tambra, you started the shit. Had you kept your mouth shut, then we wouldn't have needed to clear no damn air. Marie and Latrice, they got their shit worked out. They did that without your help. So what?
Well,
and
she got
then so did what's her name? Akia?
Akeisha.
Akeisha. Shut up. They buried me out. Akeisha,
Well,
and Marie, they hashed things out. They're fine. They had to get together, enjoy each other's company. So
well, the issue is, well, no, she was fine with Marie. Akeisha was fine with Marie. So evidently, the meeting she had with Marie had taken place before this dude Joshua went and told her what was said at Marie's party, and that's what's causing all of this clear up. Let's clear up. Cause Tambra the one got to clear it up. Cause Tambra the one who said the stuff
she the one started it.
Yep. So now this is the clear up and move forward because of Tambra. So Marie, she said she having a flare up and she'll be on FaceTime. I think Marie just don't want to deal with the drama. So she at home.
She like, they won't be blaming this shit on me.
Right. And I'm not coming because I already told this girl I ain't coming to nan one luncheon. So y'all can miss me with it. So Akeisha stopped it. She was ready because she was feeling some kind of way. So she's like, so I hear I missed the event. And she was referring to Marie's birthday party. And she said her friend Joshua gave her the tea that, you know, what was said about her. And Letitia says, well, Tambra was saying that Akeisha was shady. And Tambra was like, no, not shady. I said she throws shade.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's look. Book was walking through the room. He was like, is there a difference between shade and throwing shade? I was like, no.
No. She was trying to make it think she could throw shade. So Letitia say, well, because I was
like,
given
okay, so did she say ugly or what did she say? Because you mixed the shit up.
Who messed it up? Tambra.
Tambra, that's what I'm saying. Like, now you taking the shit back. Then I didn't say she was shady.
I believe, like I said, I believe she said she was shady too. You know what I'm saying? I think she just trying to clean it up because now it's coming all out that Tambra, you the one who started all this shit. So, girls say, Letitia told Akeisha, because I was given this info before you came to my lunch. So when you came in talking about, you know, your dirt and stuff, I mean, your plate was dirty. You know, I was already looking for you to start throwing shade because that's what she was told. So, and then Akeisha was like, so you made it seem like when I came, I brought the bad energy, but you was already carrying that before I came
Not
in.
there.
And then Letitia tried to make it seem like that's not what I'm saying. I'm like, that's exactly what
You
you
was
just
waiting on her to
said.
say something. So if it wasn't a plate, it was gonna be something. Something she was
Yeah,
gonna say was gonna set you off because you was ready for her to be throwing
yeah.
shade.
And she was like, "That no, that ain't it." I was like, "That's exactly what you just said. That was it. Now why are we still arguing? Y'all, you steady trying to argue with Aikisha when the issue is really Tambra.
Tamara. She
Period.
doesn't want to like Aikisha because Aikisha is everything that she keeps claiming that she is.
Yeah. Mm-mm. So they still going back and forth, but next week, um, they bring up the whole Tampa said that she said they was ugly, and no girl said I ain't say that, and then Tampa said that's what you said. So she stand on her word. She said she ain't going back. I don't know. We'll get down to that
Tamara,
next
that's
week.
real interesting how you do your friends. I'm side eyeing you.
And then I'm looking like this. I'm like, out of all these women, Tamara the ugly one. I'm just gonna say, y'all know I got
I
an
knew
issue
you were
with
gonna say that.
me. Y'all know I got an issue.
After you wore her out last week, I was like, she is gonna say something about Tamara's face.
Tambra
Look
is
here.
the ugly one. Y'all talking about all who ugly is Tambra.
That homegirl talking about I gave you a seat at the table. Like, who are you? What are you talking about? I have property on Fair Street already. What table are you talking about? The one with the dirty plate?
Yeah. What is she doing over there in her office?
Even that, like if I'm having an event and somebody said, and I'm not even like Keisha was being way extra. I'm not even gonna like pretend like that's not a
She
thing.
was.
She had a dirty plate though. Is that really like that's the reason why?
Here's the thing though. Latrice said my plate's dirty too. So
You don't even talk about
evidently,
that. You don't talk about that.
the
You just
plate is
mad at this
dirty
lady
evidently.
because her whole family owns the town. She's, she is Jackson.
Child. Well, we're gonna touch on that, and then next week, JJ Kids is gonna be on there, and it sounds like JJ Kids got an issue with So Gucci's daughter. I don't like seeing that. So
That's
I don't,
unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
I don't like that. Hopefully they
Because
can
they're
get that
grown.
together.
They're grown,
Yeah.
so you know. That's so
Hopefully
weird
they
because my
can get
kids
that
aren't
together.
like that. My kids aren't like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they would blend with whoever. They're not out here trying to be having a problem with people. If I'm in a relationship with somebody that has kids their age, they're not gonna make no issues. It would have to be really bad on the other side.
And from what I remember, um, the twins are one of the nicest girls on the show.
No, Sanjay was, but the twins always
The
had an
twins,
attitude.
yeah, they was like that. The energy that they was getting off, they give off that kind of energy. So yeah. Um, and then the teacher's still up here worried about Greedy. So I guess she finna confront Greedy and she gonna get snapped on. I don't know, child. She didn't need that on. I don't even know why that's in
I
her
mean, it's
business.
none of her business. So,
It's not. It's not. Then you gonna close us out? Yeah. All right, now come on and close us
oh
out. Put it on you, baby. Come on.
Smash that thumbs up button to subscribe to our channel.
all right, y'all.
Say bye.
Bye.
See you on the next one.